Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to AzizDrives. Today I have the latest C43 AMG and I'm doing a review of that fantastic little car. So to show you what the car is all about, we are going to change some driving settings. So I am now in comfort mode, which is very nice actually. It is very silent, you can't hear anything from the outside. They have double glass. It's a very nice and easy feel to it. The car, rear wheel steering of course, feels very agile through some narrow corners. It is on temperature and it's a great car to sit in. It's so luxurious, it is fantastic. We did a full detailed review on the car and the infotainment system. You can check that out in the description. What I'm going to do now, since we are on a little bit of a curvy bit, a challenging road, I'm going to Sport Plus. So that is changing the driving mode quite dramatically, and I am turning off the ESP or putting it into sport handling mode. The car should do a 0 to 100 in 4.6 seconds. Let's test that, of course. Yeah! Whoa. Holy shit. That was actually pretty good. It kicked in quite hard, so I really felt my stomach being pushed into the seat. And the MCT speed shift is insane. The gearbox, 9-speed gearbox, feels brilliant. How does it feel to drive around some corners? Let's check that out, and for that I'll adjust my seat position even more a little bit, lower to the ground. Okay, second gear, let's see. Third gear now, second gear. Turn in here. Ooh. It oversteers a little bit. Turns in quite sharp. All-wheel drive works fantastic. That is actually that is very good, man. Sound is of course produced by the boxes, but this 4-cylinder, I drove it in the CLA 45S, and I have to admit, I'm not a fan of 4-cylinders in general because of the sound output, but how those 4-cylinders feel, since we have an electric turbocharger at every single RPM gauge. When I step on the throttle, it pre-charges the turbocharger and pushes in more power into the tiny engine, and you always have this boost available. Then you have this incredible driving experience with the head-up display animated, and here the digital speedometer animated, and everything feels kind of, yeah, they really want you to feel like you are in a race car. So that is quite good. Let me check if I can turn off the ESP completely. Now it's off completely just by the touch of the button. Press a little bit longer and then it's off. Maybe we can do a little bit, maybe one drift or two. Then I'm going to adjust the head-up display also, because you can do that easily. The right part of the steering wheel controls the MBUX, and the left part controls the rest. Let's accelerate one more time here. You have to be fast with this MCT speed box. Those new cars, they feel a little bit like you're playing on Gran Turismo. All of those electric, all of those fancy electronics, all of those things, it's very interesting. And the car is pretty heavy, 1,850 kilograms, but it feels very agile. When you heard the V6 B-turbo engine, the C43 V6, that was a fantastic sound. Really, it was a fantastic sound. Pops and bangs, really nice to hear. Revs up very high, very nice. Here the 4-cylinder is always kind of this, it's kind of, I'm not a fan of that, but I understand they have to go further, they have to change, and it's just the way it is until some new regulations come out. Let's check what the G-force is on a 0 to 100 acceleration here. So I'm stopping here, okay. One more time. Look at that animation here. Pow! Yeah! Whoa! Hey, let me tell you something. When you step on the throttle and the launch control feels insane. It shifts the first gear at 6,000 RPMs, the second at 6,500 RPMs. That is probably the place you should shift, where the power output is really, really genius. But it's very fast. It's a fast car, really. I like what they've done here, really. I like what they have done, and especially I like how stable it feels to drive. And also the input on the steering wheel is much better than on previous generations. And it turns in very agile. Very powerful little engine. Turn here. You don't have to turn as much because the steering wheel ratio is just one turn, 360 degrees, and that's it. I think this is the perfect entrance into the AMG world. 408 horsepower, 500 Newton meters of torque, 4.6 seconds to 100, tops out at 250 kph. I have to admit, I feel very good inside here, to be perfectly honest. God, I just wish they would give me this mighty 6-cylinder or the 8-cylinder just to feel it a little more. That would be so fantastic. The animations make it just more mint. I mean, looking at those animations, the fire, it kind of, the more you press the throttle, the more fiery animations come in, and you see the RPM gauge. It's really interesting. Okay, boost comes in. Yep. Let's turn here. Let's see. You see that? It doesn't understeer a lot, and you have some oversteer if you need it. It's fine. It's really fine for a daily driver. It's great. It's really good. Just wanted to check that out if that works fine, and it does. I like it. I really do like it. I really do like it. It's a great daily driver. It's really a great daily driver, and I actually would consider driving this car daily. Really, I mean, it's fantastic. Here, narrow corners, very stable, hard on the brake, turn in again. Wow, all four wheels work. Fantastic. Brake here, brake hard, brakes feel great, tires are very good, 245 in the front, 265 in the back, pretty good. Brake here again, and into a narrow corner, accelerate out, a little bit oversteer, bam, next gear in, and just do those same things over and over. Look how powerful it is. And all four wheels grip fantastic. It grips fantastic. It's a great car. It's a great car, and the power output is even good. It's really surprising. I'm actually very surprised of how that feels. And that's about it. The road is over. So let me turn here somewhere. And I'm very satisfied with the C43. Very satisfied.